Some NFL players are very smart people. For example, Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard, Cam Newton is an avid gamer, and Tom Brady was able to write a full book about why you should drink lots of water. Unbelievable. But as many of you NFL fans know, some players make very stupid decisions. Sometimes it happens off the field and it lands them in jail. Other times it's something they do on the field, and many times it's these bad decisions that keep them off the gridiron. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present 10 boneheaded decisions made by NFL players. DeMarco Murray joins the dark side. Every running back's dream is to play behind an elite offensive line. While DeMarco Murray had it with the Dallas Cowboys, he won the rushing title in 2014 after racking up 1,845 yards and 13 touchdowns. Murray was also the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year. Dallas only had limited cap space, but they reportedly offered Murray a 4-year pact worth $5 million a season. Murray spurned the boys and joined the rival Philadelphia Eagles on a 6-year contract worth $42 million. Murray was awful in Philly, and he was traded to the Tennessee Titans a year later. What if he just stayed in Dallas, where he could have succeeded for years behind that dominant offensive line? Nah, making a few bucks mattered more to him. Josh Gordon can't stay off the weed. How talented is Josh Gordon? He's so freaking talented that he was a Pro Bowl wide receiver on the Cleveland Browns. That's pretty darn impressive. But Gordon only played 5 games in the 2014 season after violating the league's substance abuse policy. Not learning from his mistake, Gordon violated the policy once again and was suspended for the entire 2015 campaign. Gordon then failed a drug test in 2016, got a suspension, then entered rehab. He admitted his issues with alcohol and weed addiction, and it sadly took off 3 prime years of his playing career. Adrian Peterson abuses his son. Just 2 years removed from an MVP season, Adrian Peterson was primed for another big year in 2014. But after just 1 game, Peterson was suspended and indicted for allegedly hitting his 4-year-old son with a switch. Peterson wouldn't play for the rest of the season and tarnished his reputation. He went from a beloved running back to a disgraced abusive father. That's quite the transition. Colin Kaepernick refusing a trade to Broncos. With Peyton Manning retiring, the Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos were desperate for a new quarterback in 2016. They eyed Colin Kaepernick, who became a backup and was an afterthought for the San Francisco 49ers. But Kaepernick wasn't willing to take a pay cut and chose to stay on the bench instead of playing for the defending champs. Kaepernick left the 49ers after the 2016 season. He has since looked for a job that he may never get again. Maybe take less money and just start for a championship contender, Colin. Russell Wilson throws the ball. Russell Wilson is already the greatest quarterback the Seattle Seahawks have ever had. He helped this team win a Super Bowl in just his 2nd season. He's established himself as one of the NFL's best. However, nobody can help but remember the pass that may ultimately define his career. Needing just 1 yard to win Super Bowl 49, Wilson made a fateful pass that was picked off by Malcolm Butler. I don't care what Pete Carroll said. Wilson could have just changed the play or not tried to force such a dangerous pass. It was one of the dumbest decisions in NFL history, period. Brock Osweiler spurns Broncos for Texans. Brock Osweiler replaced Peyton Manning for 6 games during the 2015 season. He went 4-2 but lost the starter's job in Week 17. Denver rode Manning all the way to a Super Bowl 50 championship. When the Sheriff retired, John Elway tried extending Osweiler to be the franchise quarterback, but he was still sour over being benched and he left for the Houston Texans on a 4-year deal worth $72 million. Osweiler was awful in Houston and was traded to Cleveland, where dreams go to die. He was released and signed with Denver, but his days as a starter are probably long gone. Probably should have just stayed in Denver while he had the chance. Matt Forte choosing Jets over Patriots. Forte was among the NFL's top running backs with the Chicago Bears from 2008 to 15. He became a free agent during the 2016 offseason and finally got the chance to chase a championship. Forte was about to board a plane to meet with the Patriots during free agency. However, he accepted the New York Jets' 3-year deal worth $12 million. Forte had his worst year as a starter, and the Jets were horrible. Meanwhile, the Patriots went on to win Super Bowl 51. Dang it, Matt. Is winning not your forte? Johnny Manziel, a lot of things. Drafted 22nd overall by the Cleveland Browns in 2014, the former Heisman Trophy winner was one of the most polarizing prospects in recent memory. Everyone knows that Manziel had the talent to be a star in the NFL, but he didn't take it seriously. Manziel partied excessively and kept breaking curfew. He even went to Vegas and dressed up in disguise so he could party. Oh, and he rode on an inflatable swan while partying once. And he skipped out on concussion protocol. The Browns released Manziel after the 2016 season. Too much partying and he never took his job seriously. He hasn't been signed by a team since, and we can't say we're surprised. Alden Smith's bomb threat. A former cornerstone of the San Francisco 49ers, Smith helped them reach 3 NFC championships plus Super Bowl 47. But during the 2014 offseason, Smith opted to throw his career away. He lied to authorities about carrying a bomb at the LA International Airport. Charges were never filed, but he was given a 9-game suspension. You have to be a real bonehead to make a false bomb threat at an airport. We just don't understand why anyone would do such a thing. And finally, Jason Pierre-Paul's fireworks accident. Jason Pierre-Paul was celebrating the 4th of July like countless Americans do with fireworks. JPP spent $1,100 on fireworks. Trying to finish off the remaining ones, Pierre-Paul repeatedly tried igniting them. After several tries, there was a massive explosion. JPP suffered a gruesome hand injury and needed to have his right index finger amputated. He clearly wasn't careful enough with the fireworks. Boneheaded decision, but at least it didn't end his life nor his career. Very lucky. What do you think is the biggest boneheaded decision ever made by an NFL player? Let us know in the comment section down below. And if you liked the video, then like the video. We really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's a great time to do that. For more cool videos every single day on Total Pro Sports. See you next time.